of additional snow and will become partly cloudy with a high of 33. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, I'm Sean Brenda. The snow totals are climbing. TMJ4 meteorologist Brian Nisnansky tells Wisconsin's Afternoon News.
I do think more of the areas in that 3 to 4 inch range, like maybe even as far south as Racine eventually. Also, that 4 to 6 inch area has now expanded into maybe some of our northern suburbs as well, getting into Ozaukee County.
Milwaukee can expect around 4 inches and low temperatures into the weekend that will keep that snow around. Democrats are rejecting the new proposal from House Republicans to fund the government with a deadline looming late tomorrow. ABC News White House correspondent Karen Travers has the latest reaction from the White House.
The White House is slamming Republicans, saying they're, quote, doing the bidding of their billionaire benefactors at the expense of hardworking Americans, after the GOP backed away from the bipartisan government funding measure under pressure from Elon Musk and President-elect Donald Trump. Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre said in a statement that Republicans are breaking their word by putting forward a bill that she calls a, quote, giveaway for billionaires. Jean-Pierre makes it clear the White House still supports the original agreement, which she says would keep the government open, provide disaster relief, and lower costs. Karen Travers, ABC News, Washington.
Taking inspiration from Elon Musk, a planned Wisconsin Assembly committee will focus on government efficiency in the next session. Assembly Speaker Robin Vos tells the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel that the new committee will be known as GOAT, Governmental Oversight, Accountability, and Transparency Committee. Representative Amanda Nedweski will chair the new committee that Voss says will explore ways to improve services for Wisconsinites in more cost-effective ways. We now know the names of the victims who died in the shooting at Abundant Life Christian School. The Dane County Medical Examiner's Office identified the dead as 14-year-old Ruby Vergara and 42-year-old Aaron West, a substitute teacher. The shooter, 15-year-old Natalie Rupnow, died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. 2 other students remain in the hospital in critical condition. A teacher and 3 other students were also treated at the hospital. Police are still investigating into Rupnow's motive. Meanwhile, a California connection with the shooting that has been arrested.
Authorities have taken Alexander Pfaffendorf into custody. This after a judge issued a restraining order under California's red flag gun law against the 20-year-old Carlsbad native. Investigators say Pfaffendorf was in contact with the school shooter, potentially to coordinate an attack on a government facility. Pfaffendorf told the FBI that he messaged Rupnow he planned to arm himself with explosives and target a government building. A hearing has been set for January 3rd. Adam Roberts, WTMJ News.
The Milwaukee Health Department is expanding its monitoring of disease in our wastewater.
Knowing what things are going to be impacting our hospitals, our schools, as well as just the individual people in Milwaukee, what's making them sick.
Epidemiologist Kate McCrory tells WTMJ when health officials know what's going around, they can plan for it.
And that allows us to change how we are messaging to them about things that they should be watching for and things to be protective of, as well as being able to change resources.
Milwaukee Health Department can now detect COVID, flu, and RSV in local wastewater samples. Vince Vetrano, WTMJ News.
All the way at the second annual Emirates NBA Cup, the Milwaukee Bucks take the home win. President of the Bucks, Peter Feigin, tells Wisconsin's Midday News what it's like to hold the trophy itself.
It's a significant cup. It's like a real, I'd give it top 5, trophies of that I've ever been around. It's really kind of cool and substantial.
If you're looking for a photo opportunity, Feigin says the cup will be on display at the Bucks' next home game on Saturday. Sports, traffic and weather next. Unlimited WTMJ News Time is 6:04.
This report sponsored by Fox World Travel. Go, Fox, go.
Are the changing seasons making you crave a getaway? Let Fox World Travel help you plan for the perfect all-inclusive resort or cruise vacation to escape the cold. We've got special deals with Apple Vacations, Delta Vacations, Royal Caribbean, Princess Cruises, Celebrity Cruises, and more. Whether you prefer to book online or with a travel advisor, Fox World Travel has your back. Visit foxworldtravel.com to book online or call 866-GO-FOX-GO today. That's 866-GO-FOX-GO today.
December 31st marked the deadline Congress set for more than 32 million small businesses to submit private and personal data to a new federal registry open to foreign governments and law enforcement without a subpoena or warrant. This unconstitutional law was recently blocked by a federal court, protecting small businesses from facing large fines and even prison. To make this victory permanent, visit nfib.com/protectprivacy and tell Congress to pass the Repealing Big Brother Overreach Act and stop this dangerous law. Paid for by the National Federation of Independent Business.
We've saved our clients over $19 million in real estate commission. I say this because that's a pretty big number. But at Century 21 Benefit Realty, it's really not about being a top volume agency. Over here, it's more about you. And at 1.9% commission and no more than $19,000 commission, for the listing side of your sale, no matter what size property you're selling, you will save substantially. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated. First off, our 1.9% commission structure helps get their foot in the door, and that's why agents like working here. But what they really like is having the strongest marketing tools available, with the resources to help them sell homes at the highest prices to satisfy their clients. Century 21 Benefit Realty offers what agents like most, and that's to help them be successful. If you really want to believe in the business model that you're representing, give me a call. I'm Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty. Call me, and let's talk about your future. Each office is independently owned and operated.
Time for a WTMJ Sports Update from the Google offices. One call, that's all sports desk. Milwaukee Bucks' Giannis Antetokounmpo and Damian Lillard have been named the 2024 Emirates NBA Cup All-Tournament team. Giannis was on the 2023 team, becoming the only player to receive multiple All-Tournament team honors, while Dame receives his first NBA Cup All-Tournament team nod. Offensive rebounds were the key in Marquette's 80-70 win over Butler at Pfizer Forum Wednesday night. Next up for the 9th-ranked Golden Eagle men's team, a road trip to Xavier on Saturday. And the Green Bay Packers play their first Monday night game of the season against the New Orleans Saints at Lambeau. All right, take a look at your roads with your WTMJ Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver traffic. Roads are still heavy out in Milwaukee. We've got a bit of a backup all the way on 94 westbound, starting from 16th Street all the way past Hawley Road. Other than that, roads are starting to ease up a little bit, but please be careful on the roads at this time. All right, and time for your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Tonight, periods of snow with an additional 1 to 3 inches with a low of 30 degrees. Friday, morning snow showers are going to take place towards the lake. Less than an inch of snow will be coming our way. It'll become partly cloudy with a high of 33. Saturday will be mostly sunny with a high of 26. Sunday will be partly cloudy with a high of 30. And Monday we'll get some morning mix likely, and will be mostly cloudy with a high of 40 degrees. Right now in Madison it's 27, in Green Bay it's 29, in Waukesha it's 27, and in Milwaukee it's 31 degrees. I'm Sean Brinda, Sang Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 6:08.
Your need-to-know cultural snapshot of Wisconsin and beyond. This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx. A deep dive into all things intriguing, riveting, and entertaining. Now, here's your host, Sandy Maxx.
Thank you for listening on this wintry evening. I wish you safe travels if you're on the road, and I wish you snuggly warmth if you are listening inside. And my WTMJ newsroom teammates monitoring the weather. We keep you updated for sure on traffic and weather. And tonight, I'm very pleased to welcome 2 in-studio guests. And I'll be playing quite a bit of special music for you. In about 5 minutes, we'll meet Happy Joy Candy Company owner Britt Grosnick, and she'll be spinning some sweet stories and sharing details on a big event that she's going to be part of in January. At 7:15, Christmas Carols for Green Bay fans. One of the co-creators of the 1997 holiday CD, songwriter and musician Dale Polachek, is going to be in the WTMJ studio with me. You will hear a few of those creative Packers tunes and hear the stories behind them with Dale. And I'm excited to share a variety of holiday songs by Wisconsin music artists, including Corey Matthew Hart, Brady Lee, Leafy Greens, and Tethered Souls. But first, I share with you a special holiday tradition for me. And some people find my streak unbelievable, but I have photographic proof of my annual Christmas ritual. If you text WATCH, WATCH, text WATCH to 855-616-1620. Text WATCH, and you'll be able to have a link right there to the WTMJ YouTube live stream. 855-616-1620. Text WATCH, and you'll see what I'm about to share with you. You'll also see my Marquette University basketball ugly sweater that gives me great joy today. 'Tis the season. But this Christmas tradition that I'm talking about, it started when I was just 6 months old. I haven't stopped visiting a mall Santa since then. I haven't missed a year. It's a unique gift, and it's actually, I think, the only gift that really made my parents happy. My dad was always tough to buy for, and this was one thing that he always got a kick out of, no matter how old I was. And you can see a rotation of some of the years, from the childhood years to the adult years. And my mom has become a Santa Claus connoisseur. She looks at me, of course, but she also likes to assess whether or not she thinks the Santa is high quality or not. Sometimes the thickness and lushness of the beard, sometimes the costume. There was one time I got my photo in Florida because I was visiting my dad, and it was a tropical Santa. So that was a little change of pace. And obviously you see the changes through the years when you're a kid, for sure, and through your teens. But it's funny for the adult photos. Like, it takes you back to, like, oh, I remember where I was in my career at that point, or what city that was. Or in one case, my hair was black for a part of the 90s. I dyed it really dark black because I was going through some bumpy romances. So you kind of sense check, like, oh, yeah, I remember where I was in my life. But it's always a smile, and it's always good to spend time with Santa, no matter what age, because I will tell you, standing in line for a mall Santa, it will give you a boost of hope. Seeing the families with the little ones all dressed up, dressed to the nines, and excited to see Santa. And yes, some of them a little apprehensive to see Santa and spend time with him. It's fun to see that families still do this after all this time and still get a charge of it. And I've also seen, because, you know, sometimes I used to be a little sheepish being the obvious solo adult in the line. And if you go to the WTMJ YouTube, you'll see my sparkly shirt that I wore with Santa last year at Southridge Mall. And it's fun. You see, like, sisters all dressed in onesies. Like, you don't always just see the little kids. You sometimes see the adults who are getting that photo for their Christmas card, or just sharing a memory together, or giving that fun, unique gift to your parents, kind of almost as a gag gift. So it's really good. And the other thing that I've liked throughout the years, I have really good conversations with Santa. He really is a good person. Those visits, I've been emotional. I've been touched. I guess it's also emotional for me because it's something I've done my entire life. It is this ritual. So that is my annual tradition. I would say I encourage you to do the same. Start one if you've got a fresh little one in your life, or heck, pick up the tradition. Why not? It's fun. And if you are interested in having a shopping mall Santa photo, they're doing them. Mayfair Mall, Southridge, Brookfield Square, corners of Brookfield, and also Regency Mall in Racine. You can get your photo with Santa and start your own tradition. Next, everybody with a sweet tooth, find out all about Milwaukee's Happy Joy Candy Company. Next on What's on Tap on WTMJ.
Creative Planning presents Rethink Your Money with John Hagenson, Saturday afternoon at 2. Learn the answers to the financial questions that keep you up at night and get the latest news, tips, and takes to help you make the most of your money. For even more insights, go to creativeplanning.com/radio. At Creative Planning, our team of wealth managers works with in-house CPAs and attorneys to ensure you can rest easy knowing every aspect of your wealth is taken care of. Visit creativeplanning.com/radio.
Did you know that military veterans in Wisconsin carry millions of dollars in debt? This holiday season, it's time to give back to those who have given so much. Verizon and the Milwaukee Bucks are teaming up with ForgiveCo to make a difference with the Verizon Debt Relief Program. All December long, Verizon and ForgiveCo will relieve $250,000 of debt each week to ease the burden on local heroes. To find out how military veterans and members can receive special Verizon offers, visit verizon.com/military. Let's bring the spirit of giving to those who served.
A buck doesn't buy much unless you're spending it at Griffin. For just $1 over cost, you can buy brand new tires from us. This is Jim Griffin. Any major brand, $1 over our cost with free tire repair and lifetime rotation. We'll even show you the invoice to prove it. Our only requirements, we put them on for you. Buy one or the whole set. The dollar deal from Griffin. Milwaukee, Waukesha, Fort Atkinson, and Jefferson. Griffin, The buck stops here. The deals on tires don't. That's Griffin.
Not combinable with other tire offers.
The original Botana's restaurant. More than 50 tequilas, 20 different margarita flavors, convenient parking, and the best service in town. Stop by to enjoy their weekday lunch specials. The original Botana's on 5th Street.
That's Botana's. At Semper Fi Roofing and Exteriors, we have finance options for new exterior remodeling projects for almost anybody. And if you have the right credit, we'll beat your bank's rate.
We keep you safe, warm, and dry. Semper Fi.
You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx on WTMJ.
It's that sugar plum fairy type of season. I'm Sandy Maxx, and I get to welcome one of the sweetest women in Milwaukee.
Thank you.
Introduce yourself to everyone.
Hi, my name is Britt Grosnick. I am the owner and happiness enthusiast of Happy Joy Candy Co. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having us.
What a job!
Yes.
How did you become the happiness enthusiasm? What is this? Happiness enthusiast?
Yeah.
Officer?
Just spreading joy through sugar, edible glitter, and good energy.
When did you start the Happy Joy Candy Company?
I bought my first cotton candy machine January 20th of 2021. Me and my friend were drinking a lot of champagne, and he said, "You're finally going to buy your cotton candy machine."
Was
and
this
I did.
a wish that you had? Had you joked about it? Like, what drew you to the cotton candy machine?
I've been in the events industry for decades plus and always thought having cotton candy as a late night snack for weddings would be a super fun idea. So apparently I talked about it enough to where my friend was like, "Today you're buying yourself a cotton candy machine." And I did. And it arrived and sat in its big box in my living room for about a month. Sorry, roommate at the time.
Why didn't you open it? Were you sort of?
I'm just like, what do I do with this?
Now you've done it. You're like the German Shepherd who caught the car.
Yes.
You know?
And an event planner had found out that I purchased the machine, placed an order, and then it just kind of started snowballing from there.
How fun! And you talk about cotton candy. There's something else that comes to mind for me. Like, it just says happy, like balloons.
Yes.
Like nobody's mad when there are balloons around. You know, it's like they already brighten, they literally elevate the mood if they're helium balloons.
Yes.
Cotton candy, it brings to mind being a kid.
Mm-hmm.
It brings to mind like State Fair, like just fun in the sun.
Lots of nostalgia.
Kind of
Yes.
And you're right, nostalgia. Like when you talk about State Fairs, like when did cotton candy? Is it go back to like the boardwalk of New Jersey in the 20s?
Back in the day,
because you think the 50s, but I'm like, it's spun sugar. I bet it goes back to that, but it's a machine that makes it. So
it is, yes, and it's super fun because I have the older generation that says I haven't had this in 20 years, and it brings back that nostalgia.
Yeah.
I'm so excited every time I get to give cotton candy to a child for their first time. It's a little bit of they don't know what to do with it. How do I eat this? It's just a really fun experience to being a part of that special moment.
And I love that that's what energizes you.
Yes.
You sound excited about it. So you look forward to doing events, because I've done event work myself, and I know you have a hospitality background, and events can be fun. But when you're putting them on, it is responsibility, it's work, it's weekends, it's nights, it's all that sort of thing. So for you now to look forward to all of that same schedule.
Yes.
But you get to be handing over the candy and bringing those smiles. And I also think, as much as who doesn't love a donut wall, which those were very trendy at weddings for a while, you don't feel light and bright and happy after eating. Well, you feel happy, but you don't feel light and bright afterwards. Whereas like cotton candy, it's a sensual experience. You're pulling it together with your fingers.
It's interactive. I use a lot of fun toppings like edible glitter, Pop Rocks, Oreo crumbs, different holiday sprinkles, edible stars, just to make it that much more enjoyable.
So where do we go to find Happy Joy Candy Company? And are you just doing pop-ups? Are you doing events? Or can we actually find you in one space?
Yes. So I share a kitchen space with Tots on the Street and Charcuterie in St. Francis. So I am there, available for pickup. But as far as where you can find me, it's typically going to be those private events, different market pop-ups, and all of those fun things for now.
I got to see you at Night Market next year.
Okay.
Honestly, because Night Market at the up and down Wisconsin Avenue in the summertime.
I did it twice, and we had a line from 6 p.m. until after the market closed, which was so fun to see.
Because that's the kind of vibe that night market is, like big smiles and that big energy.
Yes.
Now, we're talking with Britt. Say your last name for me.
Grossnick.
Mm-hmm. Anytime you put extra vowels in there, I'm always like, I just want to say it right. Former PA announcer for Marquette ladies basketball. You always want to get it right. So Britt Grossnick of Happy Joy Candy Company is in the studio with me, and you have brought something.
Yeah.
Do you want to do a little scientific, spectacular demonstration? If you haven't already texted the word watch or watching on the WTMJ YouTube live stream, this is going to be your moment. Text watch to 855-616-1620. Now, Britt, do you want to describe what you're going to do and then show us the results?
Yes. So one of the products that we feature is a beverage glitter bomb, which you can use in champagne, infused seltzers, LaCroix, or Sprite for kiddos. It essentially is a nice little sphere of cotton candy with some edible glitter and edible stars in the middle.
Oh my
And when you pop it in, it fizzes up. It turns the drink a different color, and then it has a ton of glitter for just a little extra cheer.
You are a really creative person. This is how, again, you can't be unhappy when this happens. So here you have, and you even have like a coupe glass that's heart-shaped.
Yeah. I mean, why not?
Nicely done. So hold that up. We're zooming in on the camera and plop in your beverage bomb. There goes the cotton candy. It's dissolving. It turns your, was it Sprite into like pink champagne?
Yeah.
It
and
looks
then the
lovely.
edible stars floating on top, some shimmer in there. It just makes everything a little bit more fun, which I think we all desperately need.
Yes, and it brightens up. And the other thing that I love, cheers.
Mm-hmm.
And you can sip it, and it's sweet, and it makes you smile. And the other thing that's great is I did dry January last year, and so you can do this in a mocktail, and it adds that much fizz and fun to it.
Exactly.
You are bringing the joy.
Thank you.
You are part of an event in January that we'll find out about next on What's on Tap on WTMJ.
Get inside the mind of Mark Tauscher.
Pancake legitimately is like, hey, are you wearing a mask today?
See the world from his perspective.
Am I really this blank and ugly that Greg Pancake Hill would look at me and say, is that a mask?
On Wisconsin's Morning News, every day at 7:50.
Must not be a great mask. This is like the Dwayne Wade statue down in Miami.
Presented by Hello Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and Kohler Services.
Make holiday magic this year with something beautiful and timeless from Diamonds Direct. At Diamonds Direct, we have hundreds of styles that are ready to be wrapped and put under the tree. No need to wait for shipping. For some fabulous ideas before you head to the store, see the online seasonal gift guide now at diamondsdirect.com. We've got special financing so you can spread out your payments. Get directions, details, special showroom hours, and our holiday gift guide now at diamondsdirect.com. Diamonds Direct, your love, our passion.
AccuNet Mortgage is an equal housing lender. NMLS ID 255368.
Patrick and Monica initially chose a bank to get pre-approved and provide financing for the purchase of their first home. But they were getting a bad feeling when a week after their offer was accepted, the bank still hadn't locked in their rate, nor had the appraisal been ordered. Monica shared her concerns with a friend who happened to be a multi-time AccuNet client. That led to Monica connecting with one of our senior loan consultants the same day, and after gathering some information and reviewing options, we locked in their rate right then and there with loan costs $3,600 lower than what the bank had quoted. The appraisal was ordered right away too, and the loan closed on time just 3 weeks later. We also noticed an oversight in the contract that led to a $3,000 credit from the seller. You can get a generic pre-approval and average or worse service from a bank, or you can get the kind of fast service, advice, attention to detail, and savings that made Monica and Patrick AccuNet's latest raving fans. All you got to do to get started is click on the blue button at AccuNet.com. That's ACCUNET.com.
When you work at St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores, you'll be helping us help others. There are many that need our help, and we need your help to carry out our mission. St. Vincent de Paul is always looking for part-time team members. You'll get competitive pay, benefits, and flexibility in scheduling. So apply online at svdpmilw.org or stop by Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield, 23rd in Lincoln, or 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee.
You're gonna love it, St. Vincent de Paul.
This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx.
'tis the season to be jolly, and we have been spreading joy, happy joy here in the studio.
Hello, so happy to be here.
Britt, you are so fun. I'm so pleased to meet you. Britt Grosnick is the owner of Happy Joy Candy Company, and your specialty is?
Cotton candy. Yes. Started with cotton candy. We are expanding. I just finalized my homemade marshmallow recipe, which I'm really excited about. A little hint of Himalayan sea salt for like not too sweet vanilla beans. So yeah, there's a lot more coming from Happy Joy. But candy and cotton candy is where we started.
Where do you get this creative flow to create these sweet concoctions? Because I'd never even thought of gourmet marshmallows.
Yes. I mean, Willy Wonka is one of my favorite movies of all times.
Which version?
The original. I mean, obviously.
I think I'm one of the few people who enjoyed the Johnny Depp version, but I know that Gene Wilder, Wisconsin all the way, is the right version. I'm well aware.
Yeah. So I do have a culinary background. Pastry has always been a passion. 1 year for Christmas, my Aunt Glenna gave me a sucker making set. So it's kind of always been in my background, and I'm just so excited to finally be able to bring it to the world.
And since you are doing special events as really the way to bring joy and create candy, you are going to be part of a really big weekend event in January.
I am, yes. The wonderful World of Wedding Expo.
And weddings are so special, so personal, and so unique. This is a really great touch. Like you were saying, for the dessert bar, like, hey, it's a way to end the evening or a great way to set the tone, to walk in and the smell of cotton candy, for God's sake. If that doesn't make you happy, much less the taste and the look and the wispy whimsicalness of it.
It fills the air with sugar and sweetness.
Oh, so you will be there. But I love this. You're going to stand out because Wonderful World of Weddings, that's a big deal. That's Wisconsin's longest running, largest, most prestigious bridal show. But think of all the ideas and services and exhibitors.
And I will have samples.
You have to. You have to. But that'll be great. You'll be part of 120 exhibitors. But I feel like you will stand out.
Thank you.
That's saying something. Are there other trends that you're seeing now that you're circulating in this wedding world?
Yeah. I've been in the industry for a while. I love, so I'm excited to be able to stay within the industry in a different capacity. I would say probably trending for the last several years is people aren't necessarily gravitating towards like the big cake, the big 5-tiered cake. So people are doing dessert bars. Cotton candy has been introduced. I do cotton candy cakes, which is kind of a fun thing to do instead of your traditional, sheet cake or tiered cake. Do a cotton candy cake.
What is that like?
It is, the cake shape, but it is layers and layers of cotton candy and edible sprinkles and fun.
I know you keep saying edible glitter, which I adore.
Yes. I put it on everything.
How do you not like to bling up your meal?
Right?
That is January 4th and 5th at the Exposition Center at Wisconsin State Fair Park in West Dallas. That first weekend of January, you're going to see floral bouquets. That's just going to be for all the senses. So if you know somebody getting engaged over Christmas or someone who just got engaged, it's a great event. You even get a complimentary bridal bag, which has, I was engaged once and I loved the 700-page magazine that you flip through. But
there's a lot of inspo.
Premier Bride, exactly. Greater Milwaukee's Guide to the Perfect Wedding. But you'll be able to hear DJs and music of all kinds. So Wonderful World of Weddings, your one-stop shop for all sorts of inspirations and to truly personalize your special ceremony.
Yeah. I feel like couples are getting so creative these days to really bring in what makes them unique to their big day. And I definitely want to be a part of that with cotton candy.
What's been the most unique request from a bride and groom so far?
Oh, not for cotton candy, but there has been on my planning side, a Halloween themed couple that went full into the very dark, gothic Halloween vibe, which is pretty fun.
The other thing I'm thinking with cotton candy and weddings, you can customize the color to match wedding gowns, white, but to match the bridesmaids gowns.
The edible glitter can be, whatever different theme. So for the beverage glitter bombs, I can do white cotton candy with the color of their wedding dress in the middle. And also doing, packages of favors with the couple's names and color schemes is something I can offer as well.
Bringing the creativity and the customization. The wonderful world of weddings is the first weekend of January already. It's just a couple of weeks away, January 4th and January 5th at the Exposition Center at Wisconsin State Fair Park. That is wisconsinweddingshow.com. That is one of the places that you can see Britt Grosnick. And Britt, what is your website for Happy Joy Candy Company?
It is www.happyjoycandyco.com.
There we go. What a pleasure to meet you. I wish you a Merry Christmas.
Thank you so much.
Sugar plum fairies dancing all around you.
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers. She is Britt Grosnick of Happy Joy Candy Company. And now we go to the WTMJ newsroom with Sean Brenda.
Thanks, Sandy. Everyone is safe after 2 incidents in Heartland schools. A student at Heartland South Elementary made a threat to bring a skunk to school during lunch on Wednesday. Heartland police investigated and found the threat wasn't credible and there was no danger to the community. The same day, a student became dysregulated and punched through a classroom window at North Shore Middle School while other students were present. School was put on a brief hold so staff could manage the situation. In both incidents, no one was hurt. And a man is dead after a head-on crash in the town of Springfield. It happened around 12:40 p.m. along Highway 19 at Barman Road. During snowfall and slippery road conditions, a 55-year-old man crashed into a Jeep Grand Cherokee driven by a 51-year-old woman. The man died at the scene. The woman was taken to a hospital with serious injuries. Highway 19 will remain closed between Lodi Springfield Road and Coon Road for several hours while the crash is being investigated. Take a look at your roads with your WTMJ Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver traffic. Roads are starting to clear up a little bit, but we still have some major backups through the Stadium Interchange on 94 eastbound. Other than that, there are no major incidents out on the road at this time, but still, be careful on the roads in these slippery, snowy conditions. All right, taking a look at your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Tonight, we'll get some periods of snow with an additional 1 to 3 inches with a low of 30 degrees. Friday, we get some morning showers lakeside, less than an inch of snow, of additional snow, and it'll become partly cloudy with a high of 33 degrees. Saturday will be mostly sunny with a high of 26 degrees. Sunday will be partly cloudy with a high of 30 degrees. And Monday, we'll get some morning mix likely. It'll be mostly cloudy with a high of 40 degrees. Right now in Green Bay, it's 29. In Waukesha, it's 27. And in Milwaukee, it's 31 degrees. I'm Sean Brenda, Science Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 6:32.
Artwork, especially original artwork, can be pricey. But when you take it in on consignment from nice people like you, who are just ready to change the look of their home, you can price it right. And you'll find a lot of it at Design Exchange. Beautiful frame pieces by a number of notable artists. And new ones pop in all the time. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor at a value. In Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
Now these tend to fly off the shelves. But don't worry, because our connection supplies us with a lot of them. Vintage ceiling tiles from once great old buildings in New York City that make for ultra-unique artwork. These items are definitely hard to find from anywhere else around here. So come take a look, and you'll probably find a treasure. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor at a value. In Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
December 31st marked the deadline Congress set for more than 32 million small businesses to submit private and personal data to a new federal registry open to foreign governments and law enforcement without a subpoena or warrant. This unconstitutional law was recently blocked by a federal court, protecting small businesses from facing large fines and even prison. To make this victory permanent, visit nfib.com/protectprivacy and tell Congress to pass the Repealing Big Brother Overreach Act and stop this dangerous law. Paid for by the National Federation of Independent Business.
Just like most cars and trucks can't run without oil, no person can function without food. That's why through March 1st, the Auto Dealers of Metro Milwaukee is contributing $1 from every oil change to Feeding America, Eastern Wisconsin. Every dollar provides 3 healthy meals. Over the past 14 years, Adam has provided more than 2.6 million meals to people in southeast Wisconsin. And now the need is greater than ever. Find a participating Adam dealer near you at adamm.com.
Siding Unlimited. Named the best window installers, not just here, but in the whole USA. Get the best. Siding Unlimited. 3-time winner as America's best window installer. For windows, you call Siding Unlimited. First and directly, sidingunlimited.com.
Whether you get pulled over or get into a crash, drinking and driving will change your whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx is back on WTMJ.
Full of sugar after Happy Joy Candy Company. That's just a great name. But Britt, what a bright spot. And here in the WTMJ studio. And I am absolutely overwhelmed by the amount of musically talented people we have here in Wisconsin. As I prepare for my Sandy's Christmas soundtrack show, I received submissions from over 100 Wisconsin musicians, and it has been a joy to go through the songs. So I want to play as many as I can between now and Christmas. And we'll get to Christmas carols for Green Bay fans, created by local musician Dale Polachek at 7:15. But first, local holiday music by a man named Corey Matthew Hart. Yes, that name catches your ear if you're a Milwaukee Brewers fan. No, he is not the former baseball star. This song that you hear next by the Milwaukee musician Corey Matthew Hart is called Christmas on the Isthmus in Madison. And in his submission, Corey Matthew Hart wrote, "It's written with my friend and bandmate, Paul Mitch, currently playing as Lost Lakes, and we wanted to lay a wintry scene that was distinctly Madison. Walking on a frozen Lake Monona, holiday lights around Capitol Square, that kind of thing, infused with some holiday magic and a great groove." This is Corey Matthew Hart, Christmas on the Isthmus on WTMJ.
I kissed my baby on Christmas underneath the mistletoe. Took a stroll on Lake Monona. Stars above and the eyes below. It's Christmas on the Isthmus, baby. Willie Street covered in snow. It's Christmas on the Isthmus, baby. I got a winter song in my soul. That's a strung up by the lamppost. Silent night around the square. Milk and cookies on the table. All the stockings hung with care. It's Christmas on the Isthmus, baby. Willie Street covered in snow. It's Christmas on the Isthmus, babe. I got a winter song in my soul. What did you wish for?
Christmas on the Isthmus by a man who shares his name with a Milwaukee Brewers All-Star and an 80s music artist, Corey Matthew Hart. Local musician, Christmas on the Isthmus, mentioning locations in Madison, originally written to be performed at Wintersong, a holiday concert fundraiser that used to run in Madison for several years. From Madison to Mexico now, this is Milwaukee musical artist Brady Lee. His song Christmas Down in Mexico is what he describes as a, quote, lighthearted approach to battling cold Midwestern nights where the sun sets too soon. Fight your winter blues with a free-spirited adventure to the tropics for Christmas time. Who knows, you may never even come back. It's Brady Lee on What's on Tap.
Ain't no better place that I would rather go. I'm spending Christmas in Mexico. Hit it, boys. Weatherman said cold fronts are coming. The sun's gonna set at 4 in the afternoon. Talk about some winter blues. And I have had just about enough of it, 'cause my back aches from all this shoveling out. So I bought a one-way to warmer ground. I'm spending Christmas down in Mexico, laying on some white sand that kind of looks like snow. The locals make their money selling coffee and cocoa. Another margarita, 'cause I need to feel the... I'm spending Christmas down in Mexico. Ain't no better place that I would want to go. Might make it all the way to El Nuevo Año, but I'm spending Christmas down in Mexico. Tossed my coat into the trash with my water bottle and a 4-ounce flask of Jack. Oh, come on, man. Why you gotta be like that? The flight attendants looking all kinds of tan. I tried to sweet talk my way into first class. It didn't work out, but I wasn't all that mad. 'Cause I'm spending Christmas down in Mexico, laying on some white sand that kind of looks like snow. The locals make their money selling coffee and cocoa. Another margarita, 'cause I need to feel the... I'm spending Christmas down in Mexico. Ain't no better place that I would want to go. Might make it all the way to El Nuevo Año, but I'm spending Christmas down in Mexico. This is something I can get used to. It's hard to be singing the blues when you're staring at an ocean view. On Christmas down in Mexico, laying on some white sand that kind of looks like snow. The locals make their money selling coffee and cocoa. Another margarita, 'cause I need to feel it. I'm spending Christmas down in Mexico. Ain't no better place that I would want to go. Might make it all the way to Cinco de Mayo, but I'm spending Christmas down in Mexico.
That is Milwaukee musician Brady Lee, Christmas Down in Mexico. And Brady Lee, he tours around the country, has a Wisconsin show just after New Year's. You can see Brady Lee on stage January 3rd and 4th at the Oconomowoc Arts Center. And as the snow falls across our state tonight, a solstice song by Leafy Greens to bring the winter vibes and sensations. That's next on What's on Tap on WTMJ.
Last month's results are in. The numbers don't lie. It was a doozy. Are you happy with the outcome? Well, if you're dissatisfied with the final tally, you have the freedom and the power to change it next time around. By the way, I'm referring to soaring utility bills. What did you think I was talking about? This time of the year, energy bills are predictably unpredictable. Surprise sky-high charges can catch you completely off guard. So don't let it happen again. Get out there and do something about it. Replace your aging, overworked heating and air unit with a brand new, fully warranted, highly efficient comfort system from Mr. Holland's Home Services. Right now, Mr. Holland's Crackerjack team is ready to install your new energy-saving system for as low as $79 a month with approved credit. Call Mr. Holland's Home Services, 866-992-1717, or visit MrHollandsHomeservices.com. Ready for the numbers to go your way? We can help.
Heart disease won't stop us. Diabetes won't slow us down. Allergies, high blood pressure, shoulder pain, cancer. Nothing will keep us from pushing Wisconsin ahead. Because with the Freighter and the Medical College of Wisconsin Health Network, forward progress is what we stand for. That means always pushing and always innovating. With new technologies and breakthrough treatments that make life better, whether we're sick or well. It means providing more convenience and more ways to receive medical excellence for all your health needs, for big and small. It means being there for you, our family, caring for yours. So let's keep raising the bar. Let's keep testing the limits of what medicine can do. Let's push ahead and make life here as great as it can be. Visit Freighter.com to find out how.
From the biggest plays on the court to the comments made in the locker room after, an in-depth recap of every Bucks game in 6 minutes. No more, no less. Bucks in 6 provides game recaps for every game. Hear the high-flying dunks from Giannis.
Puts it on the floor, spins down the lane, and plunges it through.
Or the deep threes from Dame.
Dame time has arrived with 107.
Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus Audio Network. Find it now on bucks.com/plus or on Spotify, Apple, and wherever you get your podcasts.
It's Heiser's Frozen Finale Sales Event. All remaining 2024 models must go. We have huge discounts off MSRP, low payments, and a limited supply left. It's freezing outside, but these deals are hot, hot, hot. And guess what? Our exclusive Safe and Sound program comes as our holiday gift to you. From Toyotas and Fords to Chevys, Lincolns, and Cadillacs, we have the perfect present for you and someone you love. So hurry, visit Heiser.com for all of the frosty details.
See dealer for complete details.
Welcome back to What's on Tap on WTMJ.
I'm Sandy Maxx. Thanks for hanging out with me on this snowy night. And as I'm reviewing over 100 songs submitted for my Christmas show that's going to spotlight local musicians, it is an incredibly impressive collection, and I'm trying to make room for as many of these songs as I received as possible. Saturday at 3:20 in the morning is the winter solstice, and some of the music submitted have that seasonal theme, like this next song. By Leafy Greens, Lisa Ann Johnson submitted this song, and she wrote, I've lived in Madison almost all my life, lived in West Allis for 3 years. The song is about northern Wisconsin on the night of winter solstice. It was inspired by a visit to Kemp Station in Vilas County. I went out into the woods at night and was awed by the sheer number and brilliance of the stars that we never see in the city. This is Winter Solstice Night by Leafy Greens on WTMJ.
Up here in the North Country, among the birch and pine, away from all the city lights, the moon is riding high. I hear the beating of my heart, my boots crunch in the snow on the longest night, with the hours moving slow. Listen to the wind singing in the pines. Look up through the branches, swaying up above in the frosty winter sky. Look up at the light of all the stars that shine so bright, and the northern lights that dance this solstice night. Up here in North Country, the moss is emerald green. Beneath the snow, pine needles form with look up at the light of all the stars that shine so bright, and the northern lights that dance this solstice night. See the cabin lights ahead and smell the chimney smoke. I know you're waiting up for me, and soon I will be home. Though there's warmth and light ahead, there's beauty here outside in the quiet and the dark. This cold Wisconsin night. Listen to the wind singing in pines. Look up through their branches, swaying up above in the frosty winter sky. Look up at the light of all the stars that shine so bright, and the northern lights that dance this solstice night. And the northern lights that dance this solstice night.
Wisconsin gets mentioned in those lyrics. It's Winter Solstice Night by the Madison band Leafy Greens, Wisconsin holiday music on WTMJ. You'll hear more local music on my Christmas show called Sandy's Christmas Soundtrack. And next, a truly captivating song by a band called Tethered Souls to get you in the mood for Saturday's winter solstice. The sounds in that song supplement the snow we're getting beautifully. You'll hear it next on WTMJ.
Sweet, flaky, and utterly delicious. That's the famous Kringle from O&H Danish Bakery. Guaranteed to get you on the nice list, O&H Danish Bakery can deliver that heavenly goodness right to your doorstep. Now that's a memorable gift where you know you've nailed it. And it arrives fresh in just 2 business days, anywhere within the country. Order online today, ohdanishbakery.com, or come on in to O&H Danish Bakery in Racine, Oak Creek, or Sturtevant and taste the difference of bakery made from scratch.
When severe weather hits and the power goes out, do you have a plan? For reliable power and peace of mind, propane can do that. It only takes about 10 seconds for a propane-powered generator to restore power to your home. So no matter what Mother Nature has in store, you know you're prepared. Learn more at wipga.org. This message is sponsored by your local propane provider and the Wisconsin Propane Education and Research Council.
Fleet Farm's really getting into the spirit of the season by giving Fleet Rewards members an extra 10% off this Friday through Sunday. No rebates, no waiting. 10% savings on qualifying purchases in-store and online is like a nice Christmas bonus for Fleet Rewards members. Not a member? Sign up now to save. Get your extra 10% off December 20th through the 22nd and get the most out of your last-minute holiday shopping at Fleet Farm. Some restrictions apply.
You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx on WTMJ. And now, feast your ears. This is the song you need to hear.
Most blokes are going to be playing at 10. These go to 11.
Sharing local holiday music tonight, Tethered Souls. It's a studio project created by producer and writer Mitch Cooper. And this song was inspired by how magical the first snowfall was that he remembers seeing as a young child. And he says, seeing individual crystals of water transform the landscape into something otherworldly was magical. I am absolutely captivated by this song. This is Tethered Souls and Crystals Falling. It's the song you need to hear on What's on Tap.
Midnight kitchen window view shows everything I thought I knew. Transformed beneath the gentle sheet. Our crystals falling soft and deep. First snow falling in the night, turning everything to white. Cold wind dance with falling flakes. Dreams ignite as dawn awakes. First snow settling on the ground. Not a whisper, not a sound. We embrace the silent show in the calm of the falling snow. to scare the air. Building snowmen without a care for how the seasons always change. How nothing ever stays the same. First snow falling in the night, turning everything to white. Cold winter days with falling flakes, dreams ignite as dawn awaits. First snow settling on the ground, not a whisper, not a sound. We embrace the silent show in a calm, oh, of the falling snow. Between what feel and what we dream, when nothing's quite the way it seems. The first snow holds us in its spell, with stories only time can tell. First snow falling in the night, turning everything to white. Cold winter days with falling flakes, dreams ignite as dawn awaits. First snow settling on the ground, not a whisper, not a sound. We embrace the silent show in the calm of the falling snow.
What an incredible songs by Tethered Souls featuring Mitch Cooper. Song about the changing seasons in Wisconsin. Crystals Falling is the title. Thought it was perfect as we get closer to the winter solstice. That's one of those songs that I've been going through 100 songs that have been submitted by artists, and I just literally had to stop and listen. So if it also captured your imagination, Tethered Souls featuring Mitch Cooper. Look for the self-titled album coming out next year. And Mitch Cooper, based in Germantown, Wisconsin. WTMJ News is next, and then Christmas carols for Green Bay fans. Stay with me on WTMJ.
Hi, it's Jason from Capital Heating, Cooling, and Electric. We're proud to provide same-day repair 7 days a week. But I never told you why Capital does same-day repair. You see, many years ago, in the middle of winter, the entire heating system broke down in an apartment building I owned. A building full of people counting on me that I cared about. So I called a big heating company, told them it was an emergency, and paid the money they asked me to pay. They delivered the materials and said they'd be back the next day to install them. But they didn't come back the next day. Or the next, or the next. So after 3 more calls to that company, I went down in that basement, figured out how to hook up the equipment myself, and got the heat working. That's when I decided Milwaukee needs a company that cares. That's why Capital cares about you, your family, and your home. If it breaks, we repair same day. Find us online at callcapitalcares.com. And Merry Christmas.
The holiday shopping season is here. WTMJ's John Merck here. I've got a great idea for you. Gift cards from the historic Fox and Hounds, voted the best supper club in the area, make perfect holiday gifts. I was just talking to a coworker today who was at the Fox and Hounds last week, said it was fantastic. It was spectacular. And if you buy a $100 gift card, you get a $20 gift card free. Buy $250, get $50 free. Buy $500, get $100 $25 free. With the buy one dinner, get one free offer, when you buy one gift card, it's like getting a second gift card for free. So gift cards for your loyal employees and clients make wonderful holiday gifts, and your company will save hundreds of dollars. Order online at foxandhoundsrestaurant.com. Book your company party at the Fox and Hounds in December or January. Half of your employees' dinners are free. The Fox and Hounds, just off Highway 167, 2 miles east of the famous Holy Hill Shrine. It is gorgeous at the holidays. The holiday lights and decorations are absolutely magical. Enjoy your free dinner tonight at Fox and Hounds.
This change has leveled us up while being able to maintain the same quality of service that we've always provided, with no upfront fees and 1.9% real estate commission. We're proud to be part of the Century 21 family, so you can move fearlessly with the added confidence of top-of-the-line marketing for maximum home exposure. And that means more eyeballs and the real potential for the highest price for your home. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated. With the ability to market luxury homes on a higher scale than ever before, Century 21 Benefit Realty has taken a huge step forward to tap into a global network of buyers. Maximum exposure to spotlight your unique home with our fine homes and estates marketing so you can sell it for the highest price. And with no upfront fees and 1.9% real estate commission, you win. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated.
Are you tired of being tired? Go to adventknows.com.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station. Your trusted and relevant source for news, sports, traffic, and weather. We are Wisconsin's radio station. News Radio 620, WTMJ, Milwaukee.
At 7 o'clock, it's 32 degrees in Milwaukee tonight. Periods of snow with an additional 1 to 3 inches are expected with a low of 30 degrees. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, I'm Sean Brinda. The snow is still falling and heading into rush hour. TMJ4 meteorologist Brian Niznansky tells WTMJ snow totals will hover around 4 inches in the city of Milwaukee when all is said and done.
This isn't like a paralyzing winter storm by any means for us, but it definitely is impactful. It's falling during a long enough period of time. It's a long duration event here that most of the plow crews should be able to keep up with this.
And good news for sledding and snowball fights. Temperatures will remain cold enough this weekend to prevent most melting. 2 officers hurt in the city of Menasha. Officers responded earlier today to the Old Pulley Lane apartments to report of a juvenile attempting acts of self-harm. While they were investigating, 2 officers were hurt, but they are expected to be okay. The cause of the injuries have not been released at this time. Democrats are rejecting the new proposal from the House Republicans to fund the government with a deadline looming late tomorrow. ABC News White House correspondent Karen Travers has the latest reaction from the White House.
The White House is slamming Republicans, saying they're, quote, doing the bidding of their billionaire benefactors at the expense of hardworking Americans, after the GOP backed away from the bipartisan government funding measure under pressure from Elon Musk and President-elect Donald Trump. Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre said in a statement that Republicans are breaking their word by putting forward a bill that she calls a, quote, giveaway for billionaires. Jean-Pierre makes it clear the White House still supports the original agreement, which she says would keep the government open, provide disaster relief, and lower costs. Karen Travers, ABC News, Washington.
Taking inspiration from Elon Musk, a planned Wisconsin Assembly Committee will focus on government efficiency in the next session. Assembly Speaker Robin Vos tells the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel that the new committee will be known as GOAT, Governmental Oversight, Accountability, and Transparency Committee. Representative Amanda Nedwesky will chair the new committee that Voss says will explore ways to improve services for Wisconsinites in more cost-effective ways. The Milwaukee Bucks take home the trophy in the only second year of the Emirates NBA Cup. President of the Bucks, Peter Fagan, says the championship is successfully drawing more attention to NBA basketball towards the end of the calendar year. He tells WTMJ that changes could be coming towards the Bucks with the works. He tells WTMJ what changes could be in the works going forward.
Might be more important to have like the quarterfinals and some of these semifinal games like at a home court, at the higher seeds home court, so locally it can be appreciated like in a big way, and to think about possibly different locations other than Vegas for a final.
After Tuesday night's wins, the Bucks kept the champagne on ice. Coach Doc Rivers saying it's time to focus on the rest of the season. Sports, traffic, and weather next. WTMJ News Time. Sighting Unlimited, 7:04.
By now you've probably figured out what's most important to us at Semperfi is our reputation. Building a great character-driven remodeling company is actually quite easy. It's just the first 20 years that are a bit challenging. Great companies are collections of great people, and we have great people. They're the ones that helped us build our reputation, but they only come after you've built something they want to be part of. We don't necessarily have to look for good people. They come to us. And that's what you want when you hire an exterior remodeling company. Someone who's going to stand behind their work, and a company that is truly proud of their people. And it's because they do great work. And when you're ready, we'll do great work for you too. This is Brad Youngluth with Semper Fi Roofing and Exteriors, your local, veteran-owned and operated exterior remodeling company. For your new roof, siding, window and door installation, or masonry work, you can count on Semper Fi to keep you safe, warm, and dry.
We keep you safe, warm, and dry, Semper Fi.
This is one of my favorite Christmas memories. So one Christmas morning when I was little, my 4 brothers and myself, we got bottle rockets for Christmas. So after we opened all our gifts, outside we went with our bottle rockets to play. And surprisingly, these things go pretty high. Sure enough, one of these bottle rockets ends up on top of the porch roof. And so we go to the shed, get the ladder, and my older brothers crawl up there, and there's a bag up there. I mean, like, there's no tracks up here from anybody else. There's just this bag sitting up here in the snow. So we open it, and inside there's a gift for each of us from Santa Claus. And all we could figure is that when Santa was on top of the house roof, this bag just somehow slipped out of his hands or slipped out of the sleigh and rolled off and was sitting on the porch roof. And if we had any doubts previously, from that day forward, we were convinced there is a Santa Claus.
Holiday Memories, brought to you by Penny Mustard Furnishings.
Merry Christmas from Penny Mustard.
Time for WTMJ Sports Update from the Gribble offices. One call, that's all sports desk. Milwaukee Bucks' Giannis Antetokounmpo and Damian Lillard have been named to the 2024 Emirates NBA Cup All-Tournament team. Giannis was on the 2023 team, becoming the only player to receive multiple All-Tournament team honors, while Dame receives his first NBA Cup All-Tournament team nod. Offensive rebounds were key in Marquette's 80-70 win over Butler at Pfizer Forum Wednesday night. Next up for the 9th-ranked Golden Eagles men's team is a road trip to Xavier on Saturday. And the Green Bay Packers will face off against the New Orleans Saints at Lambeau this upcoming Monday. Take a look at your roads with your Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver traffic. Roads are still looking a little bit slick out there in Milwaukee, but as long as you are driving carefully and safely, you'll be able to get to where you need to go in that amount of time. All right, taking a look at your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Tonight, periods of snow with an additional 1 to 3 inches with a low of 30 degrees. Friday, we got some morning snow showers lakeside. Less than an inch of additional snow will become partly cloudy with a high of 33. Saturday will be mostly sunny with a high of 26. Sunday will be partly cloudy with a high of 30. Monday, we'll get a morning mix likely, and it'll be mostly cloudy with a high of 40 degrees. Right now in Madison, it's 27. In Green Bay, it's 29. In Waukesha, it's 27. And in Milwaukee, it's 32 degrees. I'm Sean Brinda, sign unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 7:08.
Your need-to-know cultural snapshot of Wisconsin and beyond. This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx. A deep dive into all things intriguing, riveting, and entertaining. Now, here's your host, Sandy Maxx.
Welcome to the second hour of What's on Tap. You're about to hear Christmas carols for Green Bay fans and meet the local musician who created them, Dale Polachek, my in-studio guest in about 5 minutes. Packers history and the community culture around the team preserved in song. I'm looking forward to this conversation. And I have some recent positive Packers news. I want to share with you a story that TMJ4's News' Susan Kim covered last weekend, just before the Packers win over the Seahawks. And it's a story about a family reaching out to the Packers to help their sibling have a great time, a bucket list time. Why? Well, because he's coping with ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, which is usually fast-moving and merciless, and there's currently no cure, and it's degenerative. And my connection to the story is that I went to college with this fella. Christopher Spott was a couple years ahead of me at Marquette University. Cool dude, was in the broadcasting college and also a musician. Nice person. And the last time I saw him was at a Christmas gathering, like 2018, 2019. A bunch of us Marquetters got together at Camp Bar, had a bunch of laughs, caught up. And so since then, Chris, who's only in his 50s, has been coping with ALS with the loving support of his family and friends. And this is Susan Kim's story on TMJ4 News.
Sunday night's Packers game in Seattle will be the highlight of a lifetime for Fanatics Kathy and her siblings. Kathy lives in Milwaukee and sent us this email about the special response they received from Packers president and CEO Mark Murphy after asking if the Packers could help us out, making my brother's wish come true. Their brother Christopher is living with ALS, a progressive neurodegenerative disease where the person loses muscle control. The Packers came through.
This will be my Packer gear when I go out there.
Kathy Pauscha is packing for her big trip to Seattle.
And of course, my hat.
Kathy and her 5 siblings have loved the Packers for as long as she can remember.
It started when we were very young kids, Sunday afternoons in the living room, black and white TV.
Her brother Christopher lives in Seattle. Knowing the green and gold would play there this season, 5 of the 6 siblings planned this trip so they could watch the game together. Then an idea was hatched.
My sister, who lives in Baraboo, she decided to write to the top, Mark Murphy.
That letter to Murphy shared Christopher's story.
He was diagnosed in 2020, and his disease has now progressed to him being confined to a wheelchair, but we are grateful that he is still with us.
The Packers responded with game tickets and sideline passes for the entire family, plus a big box of Packers goodies.
This makes me, of course, love the Packers even more. Because he has ALS, every moment counts.
And Christopher?
Hi, Christopher.
Was thrilled.
What would you say to Mark Murphy?
I would say the Packers are part of the bond that holds our family together.
Is that a Packers shareholder certificate I see behind you?
It is. I am a shareholder. Even though I've lived in Seattle for the past 33 years, I'm still a diehard Packer fan.
From the sounds of it, it will be hard to miss Christopher on the sidelines before the game.
My sisters plan on decorating my wheelchair as obnoxiously.
Yes.
Oh.
So that we get noticed.
That is Susan Kim of TMJ4 News, and a lovely story spotlighting Christopher Spott and his family. And I will tell you that a bunch of my Marquette friends and I, we were watching the game, and we did not spot him in his decorated wheelchair. But you know who did get to see him? It was Mark Murphy. So I traded texts with Christopher Spott to ask him how that Sunday night went, aside from the Packers victory. And Christopher Spott texted me back that I had a wonderful time at the game. It was awesome to be able to go on the field before the game. I got to meet Mark Murphy and see the players up close. It was simply wonderful to have my siblings together for the game. And of course, Packers win was the cherry on top. So just a great example of how the Green Bay Packers are truly part of our culture here in Wisconsin. And beyond just sports, it really does bring communities together here in Wisconsin. And then when you move away, you know, Packers fans are absolutely everywhere. They're even around the world. So that Packers thread certainly ties a lot of people together. And then I just want to share one more thing that I found today. Green Bay Packers, the most festive team in the NFL, according to a new study. The research is from Flash Picks. They're a betting picks, parlays, predictions, and news brand. And Flash Picks compared these factors: each team's Christmas Day game record, the number of festive merchandise items in the team's online shop, the number of players with festive names. That seems a bit subjective. The teams that wear festive colors, and the likelihood of a white Christmas in the team city, plus the number of bars in the area open on Christmas Day. You could get a score of 100, and Green Bay Packers at number 1 got 71. The Packers aren't playing in either of this year's Christmas Day NFL matches, but the team has won 3 of its 4 Christmas Day games played since 2005, including those back-to-back victories in 2021 and 22. They've got a 75% win rate on Christmas Day with the NFL. 57 different items of festive merchandise available at the online store, and a 61% likelihood of snowfall on Christmas in Green Bay. And last but not least, 35% of sports bars in Green Bay open on Christmas Day. That is how Green Bay gets to be number one in Flash Picks survey of the most festive team in the NFL. And we're going to prove it with some Christmas carols for Green Bay fans. Next, Dale Polachek, who created these Christmas carols, joins us in the studio next on What's on Tap on WTMJ.
The Political Power Hour with Steve Scafidi.
Will it be too disruptive to come in fast and furious day one or week one of the second Trump administration and totally blow up significant pieces of the Wisconsin economy? That's the tough part.
Hearing from political experts from across Wisconsin and beyond.
And the impact to that won't be seen until afterwards, depending on how far the Trump administration goes on this.
Weekdays from 9 to 10 on WTMJ.
Hey there, I'm Sandy Maxx with WTMJ, and as we gather for the holidays with loved ones, we're celebrating. It's also a time to connect and see how your loved ones are doing physically and mentally. And if you're noticing changes, you have resources. My friends at Three Pillars Senior Living Communities in Dousman have a range of resources and free educational programs to support you and your family who may be ready to transition to the type of caring, top-rated environment that Three Pillars offers. You can call 800-848-5306 or get those resources on their website, threepillars.org.
Every day, Wisconsin's 600,000 family caregivers help their loved ones to continue living safely in their own homes. It's not easy. Each year, they spend an average of $7,000 out of their own pockets to provide this care. Wisconsin needs family caregivers, and they need more support. Tell your state lawmakers, Wisconsin family caregivers need a caregiver tax credit in 2025. Learn more at aarp.org/WI. That's aarp.org/WI. Paid for by AARP Wisconsin.
It's Heiser's Frozen Finale Sales Event. All remaining 2024 models must go. We have huge discounts off MSRP, low payments, and a limited supply left. It's freezing outside, but these deals are hot, hot, hot. And guess what? Our exclusive Safe and Sound program comes as our holiday gift to you. From Toyotas and Fords to Chevys, Lincolns, and Cadillacs, we have the perfect present for you and someone you love. So hurry, visit Heiser.com for all of the frosty details.
See dealer for complete details.
Tune in on Sundays at 10 a.m. for the AccuNet Mortgage and Realty Show. Join AccuNet's Brian and David Wickert for the most up-to-date information on mortgage trends, along with timely news on the real estate market. The housing market is in flux, but the national headlines don't often fit local market conditions. Find out what's really happening on the front lines of real estate and mortgage financing in Wisconsin and make better decisions by tuning in every Sunday at 10 a.m. The AccuNet Mortgage and Realty Show with Brian and David Wickert on WTMJ.
WTMJ's Eric Bilstead here. Better is around the corner in 2025. Feeling better. Getting rid of joint pain once and for all. QC Kinetics patients are able to walk up and down stairs, sleep without pain. Basically, they feel normal again. That can be you. The time is now. Take action to get the pain relief you deserve in 2025. Call QC Kinetics and say goodbye to the shoulder, the knee, or the back pain. QC Kinetics local medical professionals are waiting for you. Regenerative medicine means starting the new year without achy joints. No more pain pills, no steroid shots. The best part, no surgery. Call QC Kinetics today, 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474. Meet their local folks in Greenfield or their clinic in Mequon. I've been there. Great people looking to work with you. And the best part, you can use your FSA dollars. Live the best life in 2025. 414-285-3474. Call QC Kinetics today.
You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx on WTMJ.
This puts everybody in a good mood. Bang on the drums. It's not quite the little drummer boy, though, right?
No.
There have been Christmas carols for Green Bay fans created, and it's even the name of a 1997 CD, the one that I'm holding in my hand, by a band calling themselves the Rabid Fans. And in the WTMJ studio now is one of the Rabid Fans, musician Dale Polachek. Dale, Tell us about this album you created nearly 30 years ago.
Well, my wife and I are from Wisconsin, and we were displaced Packer fans living in Las Vegas. And there was a syndicated radio show out of Pittsburgh, Papa Joe Chevalier, and he's asking listeners to write or send in lyrics to Christmas carols about their favorite sports teams. And so I started to write these, and I was just walking around the house writing them and writing them and writing them. And my wife was singing in a choir in Las Vegas. It was a very high-end choir. And we decided that if the Packers were to win the Super Bowl, that we would get members of this choir and go in the studio and record all these songs. So it took several months to write them because I did a lot of research, like on the first Super Bowl, which you're going to hear about in a little bit.
Yeah.
And
you got a baker's dozen on here, 13 songs.
And it was just, it was so much fun to write these. And they just kept writing themselves, you know. And, you know, I'm not sure if my wife really thought that we were going to release a CD. You know, I think she was humoring me as I was writing all these. But
you did it right. It sounds wonderful. Your wife's choir is incredible.
And her job, although she did write some of it, I wrote most of the lyrics, but her job was to make sure the metering was right for the singers because, you know, she's a singer. And some of the stuff I write, the words didn't quite flow. So that was, you know, a big contribution that she had. So we recorded these in Las Vegas in either June or July, and we would be in the studio, and we would come out, and it's at night, and it's still 100 degrees out, and we had just done these songs. And then we released them that November, and they were an instant hit all across the state of Wisconsin.
How fun. Let's hear the first Super Bowl. What can you tell us to set up the first Super Bowl? Are there lyrics we should listen for?
Well, they play the Kansas City Chiefs on the field in L.A., so hopefully we'll play the Kansas City Chiefs again this Super Bowl. That would be great, you know.
From 1997, Christmas Carols for Green Bay Fan CD. These are the Rabid Fans and the first Super Bowl. Wisconsin band, the Rabid Fans, from 1997, and the Christmas CD, Christmas Carols for Green Bay Fans. That is the first Super Bowl. And I have creator Dale Polachek in the studio. Dale, how does it feel to hear that?
It's great. They're kind of forgotten. It's been what?
Almost 30
almost
years.
30 years, and
but you're preserving Packers history in the lyrics of that song.
And when we wrote these songs, we really wanted to look at history. That we wanted to be more than a fan's favorite of something that just happened. We wanted to really look at Curly Lambeau and Vince Lombardi and the first Super Bowl, and this was the Holmgren years. So of course we're talking about the Super Bowl when Brett Favre won, but we wanted to be a bigger piece when we wrote them.
And the next song we hear, stay with us, will be the Christmas carol that you created that is dedicated to the cheese wedge that we get to wear.
Yes.
That is next on What's on Tap. Stay with us on WTMJ.
For over 4 decades, one name has stood out as a symbol of excellence in automotive sales and service. It's the Boucher Automotive Group, dedicated to providing exceptional experiences to all of our valued customers.
We will help you find the perfect vehicle within your budget while respecting your time.
With 20 convenient locations, we're the one-stop destination for all your automotive needs.
At Boucher, we're your trusted partner on every mile of your journey, riding with you every mile since 1977.
The hottest new lip product to hit Merle Norman counters is Shiny Natural Lip Oil. Our 99% natural and plant-based formula is made with nourishing Manoi and plum seed oils to deliver weightless barrier protection. Non-sticky, non-feathery natural lip oil features an oversized doe foot wand that hugs lips with a juicy plum scent and sheer glassy shine. Available in clear crystal and clear champagne pink confetti. Shop natural lip oil and other beauty essentials now at Merle Norman Cosmetics Salon and Spa at Brookfield Square.
Make holiday magic this year with something beautiful and timeless from Diamonds Direct. A stunning diamond pendant, a pair of classic diamond stud earrings, something new and eye-catching from a world-class designer. Or maybe you're looking for that perfect gemstone piece or a fabulous timepiece. At Diamonds Direct, we have hundreds of styles that are ready to be wrapped and put under the tree. No need to wait for shipping. Come and let our experts help you pick out that headliner gift. Or for some fabulous ideas before you head to the store, see the online seasonal gift guide now at DiamondsDirect.com. You can even chat now with a virtual assistant for the ultimate convenience. Whether you connect online or in person, you're guaranteed to get the extraordinary value, ironclad warranties, and white glove service Diamonds Direct is known for. And to help make your purchase even more affordable, we've got special financing so you can spread out your payments. Get directions, details, special showroom hours, and our holiday gift guide now at DiamondsDirect.com. Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
Annex Wealth Management. Investment, retirement, tax, and estate planning from a fee-only fiduciary. Forget commission sales pitches and financial products you don't need. Know the difference. Annex provides elite, comprehensive financial planning customized to who you are and what you need. AnnexWealth.com.
Whether you get pulled over or get into a crash, drinking and driving will change your whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx.
Packers fun. In case you didn't know, there is a CD of Christmas carols for Green Bay fans. Made in 1997. Dale Polachek, one of the creators of the carols, is in the studio with me. We just heard the first Super Bowl, and we're going to hear Deck Your Head.
I love it that you're already singing them.
Sure,
Yeah.
it's catchy. And tell us about Christmas caroling with this CD, because it came out in 1997.
Yes, so we put all the lyrics in the CD, and the idea was that people could get it and they could go Christmas caroling with their neighbors and go to the, so that's what we were thinking about. There was a radio station in Green Bay that was playing it, and they decided to invite all the radio listeners out to a mall and go Christmas caroling in the mall. And so I flew from Las Vegas to Green Bay to lead the Christmas caroling, and I was thinking, am I wasting my time? And it was like hundreds of people came out, and we all went out Christmas caroling. It was great.
What a magic moment for you, because you spent this time researching and writing and having the creative flow, and your wife organizing the chorus to sing along, the choir to sing along, and then to physically see that other people enjoyed these Green Bay carols as much as you enjoyed making them. That had to have been special.
It was really cool. The other thing that's nice about the music is at Christmas time it's on and it's kind of in the background, and you just it's melodies, And then when people hear the lyrics and you can see it triggers them and you can see the smile. And I think they see the humor in it because I think they see the classical part of the choir and the music beds and the violins and the fiddles and then you hear what it's about.
It's almost like the airplane effect where it's taken very serious, but seriously in that it is quality music and quality arrangements and, oh, wait, the lyrics are funny too.
Yeah. And I think it makes the lyrics funnier,
Exactly. That's the airplane effect. Dale Polachek, one of the rabid fans who created the Christmas carols for Green Bay fans in 1997. We're going to hear more carols. The next one all about the cheese wedge that we get to wear on our head. Stay with us, but now we go to the WTMJ Breaking News Center with Sean Brinda.
Thanks, Sandy. Flyers with hate messages appearing in the Southside Milwaukee neighborhoods. MPD is investigating fake notices about mass deportation and racist messages. They appear in plastic bags built with pellets. The Milwaukee Fire Department's hazmat team tested the material inside and determined it not to be dangerous. Residents are concerned the flyers are an attempt to instill fear before President-elect Donald Trump returns to the White House. And a new future for two East Side museums. The Milwaukee County Board of Supervisors is ending its ownership of Villa Terrace Decorative Arts Museum and the Charles Alice Museum. The unanimous decision comes with a safety net to prescribe the cultural institutions. If Friends of Villa Terrace ever decides to sell or lease the properties, the nonprofit must first have the Milwaukee County Board of Supervisors approval. Operating and capital funds from the county will end beyond 2028. Take a look at your roads with your WTMJ Johnson Sons Paving Time Saver traffic. We have two incidents on the road at I-43, 94 North at I-74 East. I-794 East, the right lane is blocked due to a crash. Police are there on the scene right now. And then further down at Wisconsin 794 South, 0.8 miles beyond Car Ferry Drive, the left lane is closed due to a crash as well. Other than that, stay safe driving out there in Milwaukee. Roads are still slippery, but be careful on your drive home. And time for your Storm Team 4 5-day forecast. Tonight, we're going to get some periods of snow with an additional 1 to 3 inches with a low of 30 degrees. Friday, we'll get some morning showers. It'll be by the lakeside. Less than 1 inch of additional snow will become partly cloudy with a high of 33 degrees. Saturday will become mostly sunny with a high of 26. Sunday will be partly cloudy with a high of 30. And Monday we'll see a morning mix likely. It'll be mostly cloudy with a high of 40 degrees. Right now in Green Bay, it's 29 degrees. In Waukesha, it's 27 degrees. And in Milwaukee, it's 32 degrees. I'm Sean Brinda, signing Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 7:32.
WTMJ's Eric Bilstead here. Better is around the corner in 2025. Feeling better. Getting rid of joint pain once and for all. QC Kinetics patients are able to walk up and down stairs, sleep without pain. Basically, they feel normal again. That can be you. The time is now. Take action to get the pain relief you deserve in 2025. Call QC Kinetics and say goodbye to the shoulder, the knee, or the back pain. QC Kinetics local medical professionals are waiting for you. Regenerative medicine means starting the new year without achy joints. No more pain pills, no steroid shots. The best part, no surgery. Call QC Kinetics today, 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474. Meet their local folks in Greenfield or their clinic in Mequon. I've been there. Great people looking to work with you. And the best part, you can use your FSA dollars. Live the best life in 2025. 414-285-3474. Call QC Kinetics today.
Do you know how much money in your 401k or IRA is actually yours? Or will the government take a bigger chunk than you thought? Remember, you might still owe taxes on that money. I'm Tony Drake from Drake & Associates, and I believe it's your money and you deserve to know what's at stake. At Drake & Associates, we believe you deserve to keep more of what you earned. That's why we're here to help you navigate the confusing world of retirement taxes. We'd like to offer you our free Retirement Ready Toolkit. Right now, taxes are historically low, but they won't be this low forever. So text TAX to 414-409-9982 today to get your complimentary toolkit. That's TAX to 414-409-9982. You work hard for your money, and we'll work hard for you.
Drake & Associates is an independent investment advisory firm that offers different investment vehicles. All insurance products are backed by the issuing insurance company. This commercial is provided for informational purposes only.
This change has leveled us up while being able to maintain the same quality of service that we've always provided, with no upfront fees and 1.9% real estate commission. We're proud to be part of the Century 21 family, so you can move fearlessly with the added confidence of top-of-the-line marketing for maximum home exposure. And that means more eyeballs and the real potential for the highest price for your home. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated. First off, our 1.9% commission structure helps get their foot in the door, and that's why agents like working here. But what they really like is having the strongest marketing tools available, with the resources to help them sell homes at the highest prices to satisfy their clients. Century 21 Benefit Realty offers what agents like most, and that's to help them be successful. If you really want to believe in the business model that you're representing, give me a call. I'm Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty. Call me, and let's talk about your future. Each office is independently owned and operated.
What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx is back on WTMJ.
Lots of people heading for vacation this time. Put you in a positive Packers mood on What's on Tap tonight with my very special guest in the band The Rabid Fans. His name is Dale Polachek, and I'm holding in my hand the collector's item that you created in 1997. It is the CD of Christmas carols for Green Bay fans, 13 songs that you created with your wife while you were, the short time you were not living in Wisconsin.
Oh, actually, I had stints in Dallas-Fort Worth and Minneapolis, and, you know, in the broadcast business, you go a lot of places. So,
But Las Vegas is where you were when you created these 13 songs. We shared with you the first Super Bowl. You also have O Little Town of Green Bay, Jolly Old Coach Holmgren, O Come All Ye Faithful, Deck Your Head, Kickoff is Coming, We're the Team from Green Bay, Rest Ye Merry Football Men, To Grandmother's House, Come Ye Football Fans, Good Coach Holmgren, It Came Upon a Football Field, and we all want some season tickets.
And we do.
These are some fun titles. And so was this mostly you writing the lyrics, or did you and your wife collaborate on lyrics? Because it seems like she had the musical side down with her choir.
She's the musician in our family. I'm the promoter, you know. I always said between the two of us, we make one musician, you know.
That's perfect.
Yeah,
you complement each other. That's a good thing. So we were joking around about this. We've got Deck Your Head lined up to play next. What is Deck Your Head?
Well, you deck your head with Cheesehead's Yellow, you know.
Seems pretty simple.
Yeah, you know.
Any other things we should listen for in this short Christmas carol?
I think Schnapps keeps the frostbite out in this one.
Oh,
yeah.
From the Rabid Fans, Deck Your Head on TMJ.
Deck your head with Cheesehead's Yellow. La 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 la. Then you'll be a merry fellow. La 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 la. Don we now our green apparel. La 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 la. And we'll sing some Packer carols. La 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 la. Put some mittens on your hands. La 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 la. Keep you warm up in the stands. La 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 la. Lambeau Field is really cold. La 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 la. And let's sing cheer for the green and gold. La 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 la. First we'll have a tailgate party. La 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 la. 10 below, but we're real hardy. La 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 la. Bratwurst topped with sauerkraut. La 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 la. Schnapps will keep the frostbite out. La 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 la.
These really are a slice of Wisconsin life you've created, Dale.
So
that is Deck Your Head by the Rabid Fans from the collector's item CD, Christmas Carols for Green Bay fans. You can find on streaming, right?
Yes, they're on streaming services.
Excellent. And what were you going to say?
Someday I want to go back to Lambeau Field this time of year and videotape the tailgate parties with everybody with the cheese heads and making the bratwursts and make a video out of that.
Because it's real.
Yeah.
You paint the picture because you've seen it many times.
Yes. And you feel like you're right there because that's, so.
How fun. So another song we want to spotlight and showcase is Oh Little Town of Green Bay.
Yes.
What was the inspiration for that?
Well, you think of Green Bay as this sleepy little town and yet it's alive with being Packer fans. So
it certainly is.
Yes.
And not just on game days.
Always.
It's a part of identity.
It is, and when you live in different parts of the country, you really identify with being a Packer fan. And you don't always have it on television like you do here because you live in different time zones and you have those local teams. And it was living out in Las Vegas, it was such a treat when the Packers would be on TV. It was like, we got to see this.
Yeah.
We had one day where some people were visiting from Wisconsin and we said, well, come on over to the house. The Packers are on. And they said, no, we came here to gamble. It's like, no, the Packers are on.
Because they're so used to it. Yeah. Just regular.
Yeah.
No. That's a tribute to Titletown, a Christmas tribute to Titletown. Yes. That song is next on What's on Tap on WTMJ.
Who doesn't need a seasonal wardrobe update? But who has the cash to always keep their wardrobe updated? Ladies, that's why you shop St. Vincent de Paul. Our women's clothing is always a highlight of our stores, and thrift store prices keep the costs low. It allows you to experiment and also find a hidden gem. St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores on Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield, 23rd in Lincoln, and 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee.
You're gonna love it, St. Vincent de Paul.
Here it is, just before the holidays. You're sitting around trying to figure out a perfect last-minute gift that you can order quickly online. Well, how about tickets to the Greater Milwaukee Auto Show in February? Buy a single ticket for a friend, a pair of tickets for date night, or buy a family 4-pack and take everybody all at a discount price of just $11 each. They can see all the latest vehicles, including cars, trucks, and the latest EVs. For advanced tickets, go to autoshowmilwaukee.com. That's autoshowmilwaukee.com. Discount offer ends on December 24th.
So how do you underpromise and still get the job? We believe in our hearts we're going to do great work for you. We're just really careful about making unrealistic promises. At Semper Fi, we refuse to set the bar higher than we can jump. But be assured, that's the goal. To do all we can to jump as high as possible to try to exceed your expectations. We're looking to break records. That's how you win over customers, get really great referrals, and build a great business. When you're making a decision to hire an exterior remodeling company, character, integrity, and the feeling that the people you're about to hire are truly eager to show you how good they are should stand at the top of your list. This is Brad Youngluth with Semper Fi Roofing and Exteriors, your local, veteran-owned and operated exterior remodeling company. For your new roof, siding, window and door installation, or masonry work, you can count on Semper Fi to keep you safe, warm, and dry.
We keep you safe, warm, and dry, Semper Fi.
Welcome to Staples.
Help! My family's in for the holidays and I need gift ideas.
That's why we're here. Staples has amazing deals on everything you need. Photo gifts, laptops, and gaming systems. Even custom holiday cards and shipping solutions to send gifts to the family that can't make it.
Perfect! Have anything for Uncle Frank? I love him, but the guy is never quiet.
Noise-canceling headphones. For you.
You get it.
Unwrap huge holiday savings at Staples. And right now at Staples, save up to $350 on select computers. Ends 12/28, in-store only.
Here's another great reason to use the United States Postal Service this season. Your boxes are wrapped and the gifts are in. Our employees are ready. Let the holiday ride begin. Let's start with the price. It's easy to manage when you ship with the reliable USPS Ground Advantage. In just a few days, it's sure to arrive. We're working nonstop to keep the spirit alive. USPS Ground Advantage, the affordable and reliable shipping solution for the holidays. Visit USPS.com/advantage.
Welcome back to What's on Tap on WTMJ.
I'm Sandy Maxx, and we have been celebrating Christmas carols of all kinds by local musicians, and it's been really fun. And this hour, it has been a pleasure, and it's continuing. Dale Polachek, who I have gotten the pleasure of working with on projects at CBS 58 and Milwaukee PBS, but you have more than just a TV world.
When we were working at CBS 58, Sandy, we did the Amazing Race. CBS had that, and
with Milwaukee downtown,
and
it was
we
great.
staged our own Amazing Race.
It was fun.
And Sandy was the host, and Sandy and I rappelled off the Lackney and Joy building.
Yeah.
They
had to tear it down there.
So that's the first time we worked together. Was that.
Right there on Water Street, doing all those activities all around the city. The Amazing Race, a great project with CBS 58 in Milwaukee downtown 20 years ago almost. Yeah, so that was a really good time. But so I love that you have the TV skills, but I love that you are a musician. What instruments do you play?
The one that's the most fun is the hammered dulcimer.
Yeah.
And playing it this time of year, Christmas carols sound so good on it, so it's the most fun. The one that I'm best at is I play the mandolin. I played in lots of bluegrass bands, over the years.
Are you still playing?
Now that I'm about to retire, I plan on playing a lot more.
Good.
And I know how to play the banjo. I know how to play the guitar. I can play a little upright bass. So, the bluegrass instruments.
Excellent. Multi-instrumentalist. And also, we are learning and enjoying songwriter. And you've written lyrics to Christmas carols for Green Bay fans, a 1997 collector's item CD that you can find on streaming if you want to freshen up your playlist. And we've been talking about it. Now we're going to play it, the Christmas tribute to Titletown. And it's titled,
"O Little Town of Green Bay."
O little town of Green Bay, how still we see thee lie, amid the deep and snowy sleep of football days gone by. Yet in those dark years shineth an everlasting goal, the hopes and fears of 29 years to win the Super Bowl. Oh, little place called Titletown, the Pack was once the best, with Hornig and John Maxx, Ray Nitschke, and all the rest. Bart Starr and Harold Dale and Leroy Caffey, Elijah Pitts, Jim Taylor, and Herbert Adderley. Oh, little town way up north, how sad was the day when Vince became the Redskins coach. Goodbye to Green Bay. Phil Benston tried to coach them, and so did Dan Devine. Bart Starr and Forrest Gregg did too. Their records weren't so fine. Oh, little town called Green Bay, oh, town of green and gold. The story of the team of Wolf and Holmgren must be told. They traded for Brett Favre and then picked up Reggie White, and thus was built a winning team. The Pack is back tonight.
Oh, Little Town of Green Bay, from the CD Christmas Carols for Green Bay Fans by the Rabid Fans.
Yeah.
Dale Polachek, one of the Rabid fans who wrote those lyrics. Do they just flow right back to you?
Yeah, and my wife, I can hear her influence in the writing on that one because
And it's a history lesson
It
now
is.
for multi-generations of Packers fans.
And I think that that was something we really looked at when we wrote these, and we looked at who those teams were, and I think the pain everybody felt after Vince Lombardi left, and the struggle to get back, and I think when we picked the Christmas carols to match the songs to, we tried to, because that was in a minor key, and we listened to those things too, and I think the marriage of that stuff.
I say the real musicianship, because I think a lot of times when we think of novelty music for the holidays or any time, you think it's silly and kitschy and Spike Jones-ish, and you're waiting for the sound effects and that sort of thing. This is, like we were talking before, kind of the Airplane effect, where it's done very seriously and straight-laced, but the humor is there, and it's like, oh, you respect the humor because it's kind of buried in there.
And when we released them, the music industry had changed over a couple of years, because they first were in like Sears and JCPenney's and Shopko, and then those places got out of it, and the other music stores didn't really know where to put us in. And we wanted... You
always got to have a category.
Yeah, and they wanted to put us in, silly stuff.
In comedy or Christmas, and yeah.
And we wanted to be in with the serious Christmas songs, because we wanted a longer shelf life, and... sometimes it went from they bought them to so they put them on consignment, and then they'd say, oh, well, let's just try a dozen. And they'd sell out in a day or two, and then you'd have to wait for them to count them and then order them and ship some more, and then your selling season was over.
Yeah. What's funny to me is this is perfect to freshen your playlist, because they're so choral and classic and beautiful. If you're not really listening to the lyrics and you have it on in the background on your party playlist, or you freshening up your Christmas playlist when you stream, and you put these Christmas carols for Green Bay fans on there, unless you're truly listening, you could just go, oh, they're beautiful, beautiful spiritual carols. How fun. Dale Polachek, one of the rabid fans. We'll talk more about Christmas carols for Green Bay fans next on What's on Tap.
Hey Bucks fans, it's Justin Garcia from the Bucks Radio Network, here to tell you about the launch of the Bucks Central podcast feed. Everything Bucks, on demand, in one spot. From sideline to sideline, hear all the ankle-breaking, rim-rattling, and twine-tingling highlights, exclusive interviews, and more. Subscribe to the Bucks Central podcast feed wherever you get your podcasts. All the Bucks content your heart desires in one spot. Check out the Bucks Central podcast feed.
For over a century, local radio has evolved with the needs of the community. From politics to pop culture, we keep you informed, bringing you the most relevant news, online, on air, and on the go. You have trusted us with your news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Trust us to keep moving with you. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress local broadcasting is here to stay.
For over 4 decades, one name has stood out as a symbol of excellence in automotive sales and service. It's the Boucher Automotive Group, dedicated to providing exceptional experiences to all of our valued customers.
We will help you find the perfect vehicle within your budget while respecting your time.
With 20 convenient locations, we're the one-stop destination for all your automotive needs.
At Boucher, we're your trusted partner on every mile of your journey, riding with you every mile since 1977.
Hey, it's Kristen Bry, and I have a new dentist, Dr. James Michaels at Economawalk Dental Care, and I'm looking forward to telling you all about him and his awesome staff. After my first appointment with him, it turned out I needed a crown replaced, and like most of us usually are, I was apprehensive. But with the new state-of-the-art dental procedures that Dr. Michaels uses, I had my crown prepped and finished in less than 2 hours. If you have a fear of going to the dentist, Dr. Michaels and his staff will put you at ease. Whether you need a simple cleaning and exam, a more complex dental procedure, a teeth whitening, an implant for a missing tooth, Economawalk Dental Care will always make you feel as comfortable as possible and give you and your family an amazing smile. At Economawalk Dental Care, affordable quality dentistry is no longer a dream, it's a reality. Dr. Michael's fantastic staff can help you with a no-interest payment plan, or give them a call at 262-567-7224. Start the holidays on a good note by feeling confident about your smile, and go see my dentist, Dr. James Michaels, at Economawalk Dental Care.
The original Botana's Restaurant. More than 50 tequilas, 20 different margarita flavors, convenient parking, and the best service in town. Stop by to enjoy their weekday lunch specials. The original Botana's on 5th Street.
Mi casa es su casa. That's Botana's.
You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx on WTMJ.
It came upon a football field way down in New Orleans. Green Bay was in the Super Bowl after 29 years.
That is a classic track from Christmas Carols for Green Bay Fans, a 1997 album by the Rabid Fans, and that is the Christmas Carol. It came upon a football field.
So what happens is that one is it takes you through the whole Super Bowl, and Desmond Howard runs back and then I'm trying to think who they played, the New England Patriots, I think is what it was. They come roaring back, and so it's like sitting on your sofa, and then all of a sudden it's like, and then they win, so.
The dramatic journey. You're hearing Dale Polachek, the creator of this fabulous CD, which is, you can't buy this anymore.
No,
it's almost 30 years old.
Out of print, yeah.
But I did sniff around. If you look on eBay, sometimes there's one you can find. It's called Christmas Carols for Green Bay Fans by the Rabid Fans, but you can stream.
You can, and I think you can find them on YouTube too, where the Orchard, which was the company that did our distribution, put them up. So if you just want to go to YouTube and type in Christmas Carols for Green Bay Fans, you can find them. And
Dale, who's your very favorite Green Bay Packer?
Bart Starr.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Oh, why? Why do you say that? I mean, I'm charmed by that. Why do you say Bart Starr?
Well, lots of reasons. When I was a little kid and I would sat on my dad's lap, Bart Starr was the quarterback, and I watched the Ice Bowl as so that's my development years. But how I got started in television, I was playing in a bluegrass band, and my father-in-law and I wrote a song about Bart Starr because he was either going to get fired or get his contract renewed. And my mother-in-law said, Dale, your band needs to write a song about Bart Starr. He needs your help, our help. He's told my wife and I to do this. So the bluegrass band and I did that. And we released the Bart Starr song when he got his contract renewed, and it was on all the radio stations in Wisconsin. It was on all the jukeboxes, and we became a media darling for a short period of time. And that's how I discovered television.
Ah, and what was your Bart Starr song called?
Bart Starr.
There you go.
Yeah.
Was it a take on Dark Star?
No, it's an original piece.
Okay, because I always wanted somebody to cover the Grateful Dead song and make a Bart Starr song. Last but not least, because it's so timely, are you watching Enigma on Netflix?
Not yet.
But you're gonna.
Yeah.
You can't not.
You can't not. To be honest, I'm not an Aaron Rodgers fan, but, you got to see it.
It brings out the curiosity in all of us.
It does,
Dale Polachek, local musician and fantastic all-around good guy. Thank you for the music that you have created, and wish you a very Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas to you, Sandy, and thank you for having me on, and thank you for all the work we've done together over the years.
It's been fun, and I wish you a very happy retirement, and now I'll get to see you play more music live.
All right.
Take good care. You've been listening to What's on Tap. News is next.
America's Best installer of America's Best replacement windows does